What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video specifically, we're going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if we have time, the S&P 500, which really hasn't changed much since, since the closing. Tomorrow will definitely be some very interesting, technical analysis in regards to where the market is going to be headed. Specifically in today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ripple, and a few other cryptocurrencies in regards to what I believe is a dead cat bounce. Maybe you guys see it differently, maybe you don't. If not, definitely make sure to continue to watch the video, kind of figure out with me whether or not this is what was expected. Yesterday's episode, we discussed how XRP Ripple's massive pressure will see a trigger price for a higher, pump to the upside. That's kind of what I want to talk about in today's episode, as we did hit a bottom off of that, and I've been discussing multiple videos how once we hit the bottom, we usually bounce off and kind of, form something like a ripple effect, like a basketball. I'll talk about it more in a second. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, before we jump into the video, just want to say thank you again. We just broke 21,000 subscribers on the channel in literally less than a week. This is incredible. Yesterday's video did incredibly well, as well. So that's awesome, an awesome thing to discuss as well. But just pretty much to jump right into today's episode, I just want to show you guys a few things on the charts, things that, we got to consider. So yesterday's video, we talked about the possibilities of potential bottoming and a potential swing to the upside. This is what was mentioned multiple times, and hopefully you guys took advantage of this. Basically what I mean is, when we usually are, since I've been in crypto for a little over 3 years now, what I've noticed are there are some patterns that really don't seem to change. Basically, after a massive surge in price, we shoot up to, let's say all-time highs, or let's just say a higher price, and we shoot up like 40 or 50%. Eventually we do end up hitting the top, and we don't have any more room to go higher. We usually start to correct lower, which is another huge opportunity to short, which we did. We made plenty of profit off of. And then as we bottom out, we start to see something called what I believe is a ripple effect, what others might call something else. I don't know if that's the name I gave it. Basically what it is we bottom off kind of like a basketball. So if you smack a basketball down as hard as you can, we shoot all the way up, we come back down, we hit the bottom, and instead of bouncing up as high as we did on the first bounce, we come a little lower, but we still go up, and then we hit it again, and we go a little higher and a little higher, and or a little lower and a little lower and a little lower, until we're basically just sliding on the floor or rolling on the floor. So it's the same thing that I reference with the cryptocurrencies, because I see the same process. So basically, as you can see, we're on BitYard right now, the website I use to trade cryptocurrency, and you can see for the most part that's exactly what happened. We shot up, we hit the bottom, we bottomed off, and now we're starting to dribble again. So it's very interesting. Hopefully you guys took advantage of this. This happened yesterday. We're going to talk a little more about this yesterday. Obviously you can see it on here. This was a huge opportunity to buy in long in the market 2 days ago, and to capitalize off this possible, resurrection or jump in price in crypto. And that's exactly what happened. So we took advantage of that. We made quite a bit of money, a little over $1,000 just in yesterday's trade alone, which you can see right here. And then another thing to notice is it's as simple as just creating a leverage trade, literally by, like, let's say 25 times. You just move this dial here, typing in the amount you want to trade. We could do 3,000, 2,000, whatever it is, and then literally just clicking buy long, and the trade begins. Then you just close it once you hopefully make profit. Obviously there's risk involved with leverage trading. It's much more volatile. You can lose money much quicker than if you were to just trade normally, but it is something that you can increase profits by tenfold in literally the blink of an eye. But specifically, to just jump right into the video, obviously if you guys wanted to see BitYard, I did link it in the description. But to continue on into the video in regards to the potential correction we were talking about, I really want to show it to you on other cryptocurrencies. I mean, even here pretty much explains what I'm referring to. Basically, you can see, just a quick slide, that we did bottom off here and we started to correct upwards. A look on Ethereum. Ethereum bottomed off at 488 and now it's starting to ripple upwards. Bitcoin bottomed off here closer to 16,000. Now we're swinging back upwards over 18,000. It's been happening in all the different cryptocurrencies over and over and over again. Same thing even with Litecoin. As it found its bottom, it hit it, and now it's starting to reverse higher. So I did some terms, I looked things up, and I found the dead cat bounce of investing, and I wanted to share this with you because I feel like it's fairly important. Basically, the key takeaways is a dead cat bounce is a short-term recovery in a declining trend that does not indicate a reversal of the downward trend. Reasons for a dead cat bounce include a clearing of short positions, investors believing the bottom has been reached, or investors that find oversold assets. It is difficult to determine whether an upturn in the market is a dead cat bounce or a market reversal, as market bottoms are very difficult to predict. Depending on the type of investor, they spelt it wrong, but a dead cat bounce can be a good investment opportunity. A diversified portfolio and a long-term investment horizon can protect against drops in the market. So this pretty much covered exactly what we're talking about. You can clearly see here, and I want to use, another cryptocurrency for better focus. You can see right here, the past couple of days, we noticed that if the bottom started to correct lower, or we started to reverse lower, we were going to have to find some sort of bottom in the market, which we did discuss multiple times. We had an uptrend, obviously, that we were able to correct, and we saw this on Litecoin. We saw this, we can draw it on Litecoin. It's not that hard. Draw it on Litecoin right here. Boom. We can continue. I'd consider it like this, granted over the other ones, but you can see on Bitcoin or on Ethereum, we had a beautiful uptrend that we've left on the market for multiple days, and basically we saw as the market started to reverse downwards, we knew that there was a very high chance that the market was going to pull itself back down to support right here, back down to that 491, back down to the uptrend, retest the uptrend and bounce off of it. After a massive pullback, we usually have a bounce, a dead cat bounce, and then start to reverse higher. So hopefully you took advantage of this. Let me know in the comments down below. You guys have been killing it on my Patreon. We have, I think, over 115 patrons right now. Guys have been growing in a massive community, but we have been talking about this. We've been posting about this over and over and over again. So hopefully you have, signed up, checked it out, joined a community with over 115 dedicated traders. Did link both of them in the description, Bityard as well as Patreon. But we've talked about this and we're going to continue to talk about it here on the channel. But we obviously bottomed off. We're starting to reverse higher, and that's that reversal that we were talking about. Literally go back yesterday's video, go back 2 days ago. I literally discussed this is the pattern we were looking at. We were going to hit the bottom and start to reverse upwards. This is exactly what I said, and this is exactly what is happening, and you can see it forming right now with the bottom right here. Is it too late to buy in? I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking this right now. Granted, we did just hit the bottom. This would have been prime time on this reversal, doji, to buy into it, expecting, moves to the upside. This could have been with any cryptocurrency, within XRP, within Ethereum, within Bitcoin, we had that, within Litecoin. It's definitely an interesting wave. Honestly, a lot of these coins seem to be capped a little bit higher up. To be honest with you guys, it looks like we're capped at obviously 19,000. The way the market's headed, even though we had some bearish crosses, even on XRP, Ethereum had a slight bearish cross. It looks like the coins probably want to continue to head up higher. So granted, you can consider investing in here, creating a stop loss, probably a little lower, closer to, maybe $17,500 in hopes that we continue to head up higher. But we might have this dead cat bounce and we might swing back up to retest resistances at a higher level. We could, within Bitcoin, retest back now to 19,200. XRP, the same exact thing, could retest closer to, where is it, 69 cents, if not even higher. But it seems like that is the way the market wants to head right now. It looks like we're starting to swing back upwards. It's been talked about yesterday's video. I believe it was literally here. Another pump is coming, the reversal, and I believe we talked about it in We Hit the Bottom. So these two videos would discuss exactly what I'm talking about right now. We're pretty much only just capitalizing off the runs and the movements that have been happening in the market currently. So the big bottom reversal is what formed. We capitalized off this small run to the upside because that's pretty much what we've waited for. That's pretty much why I get involved in cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency trading. We wait for a conservative buy-in opportunity. We waited for the moon blast. We waited for that massive correction or a massive price pump. We caught the market. We caught the price pump. We made a ton of money off the massive run to the upside. Then we shorted the market, so we made a ton of money off the downside. And then we knew that a ripple effect, a dead cat bounce is the other term, would capitalize off the run to this way. So we've made money 3 times now, 3 huge conservative investment opportunities. Where's the market headed now? And that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Where's the market headed? Good chance we have, possibilities of retesting $600. That's pretty much, or sorry, 600 on Ethereum. Basically top resistances. Bitcoin has a top resistance closer to 19. Ethereum is closer to 6. XRP is closer to 70 cents. And then Litecoin is closer to 80. But you can see the market tends to follow this uptrend. That's exactly what happened. Market corrected. We bought in at the bottom here once we tested yellow, the yellow uptrend, and then we are currently correcting and capitalizing off the money, the opportunity. So I do believe we have a little bit more room to go, a little bit higher, and then I'm going to sell, then you should sell off and consider a short. The second we retest this top resistance is a great opportunity if we close the candle below here to short it back down. But we'll talk about then when the time arrives. Otherwise, S&P hasn't changed. We'll talk about this on Monday. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVofficial, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.